super excited to be here for the event tonight. My name is Carla and I'm from Glasgow, and I run a small agency called Game Doctor, and we develop mostly serious games for health and education. I thought a lot about what I wanted to talk about tonight because this theme actually means so much to me in different ways. But I came to the conclusion that I wanted to really give you guys an insight into how my mind works and to why I work with games. So what I'm going to be talking about is the field of casual gaming. Are they games or are they virtual microscopes? Slightly unusual way to start a talk on games, but if anyone doesn't know, this is Alexander Flemming. And he's actually my biggest hero. So he is a Scottish scientist, microbiologist, who invented penicillin and therefore allowed the world to embark on an amazing journey in terms of medicine and the treatment of infectious disease. You know, Alexander Flemming would stare into his petri dishes and stare into his microbial cultures for 20 hours a day, looking for discoveries. And he was looking for things that we couldn't see with the naked eye, but that his brain hypothesized was happening. And actually, this is a massive reason why I got into games after microbiology, because through our worlds, we're able to kind of do this, you know, we're able to replicate all these tiny little things that we can't see with the naked eye, but we know through research and discoveries are happening. So I want to introduce you guys to my small world from 2021. And the game is Remedy Quest, and it's a casual game where players defeat viruses using lots of different therapies and remedies. In the small world, they can see the effect of vaccines directly, they can see the effect of medicines, and again, just like Alex, on every turn, they see something different. And I'm just super excited by the potential that games have to actually open up a world that is invisible to many people. You're creating a platform where honestly anything is possible. And not only in terms of experience, but also in terms of like data collection as well. You know, Alexander Flemming would look in a petri dish and write that data down. But now, because of the power of game analytics, we're getting that data every single day. And it's telling us wonderful things about our players that hopefully we can use to improve their lives. So here's some discoveries that we've been making. We've been looking at how our players use the different scientific remedies in our game and trying really hard to figure out what that means about them. The yellow remedy, which is inspired by monoclonal antibodies, is like everyone's favourite. And after that, we see that the green remedy is the second favourite. And this is such an underrated remedy because when you first play the game, it seems a bit rubbish, but then you realise that it's so important for making big jumps and leaps in the game in later levels. So this is super interesting. We're also seeing really cool things with vaccine upgrade behaviour. The US are upgrading the vaccine way more than the UK at the moment. And I'll be really interested to continue working with this data to make more discoveries to really understand what's going on here throughout the pandemic. So I hope that was a nice insight into our small world, and I hope it gives a little bit of background into why games really could be virtual microscopes. You know, maybe in 100 years, the next Alexander Flemming will be playing a game and the data will be used to change the world. And this is just a little shot of the main members of the team that have been working on this amazing small world, aka Remedy Quest. If you guys have any questions about anything, please feel free to reach out to me on email. And yeah, maybe download Remedy Quest and see what discoveries that you can find.